Hi there, I'm the Moldy Donut, and welcome to my playthrough of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, as you can see. I am been batting around the idea of starting a YouTube channel for a little while, and this happens to be the remake of my favorite video game, and I thought that if I was ever going to do it, that this might as well be the moment. Now, I have to admit, I've already played through the full game on normal mode. So this playthrough is actually going to be the whole game again, but on hard mode. And that should be kind of a fun experience, I think. I've read a lot of things online saying that the hard mode is truly a challenge. So we're going to see exactly how challenging it is. So, for those of you that don't know, the remake is set up in a series of chapters, and the chapters, you can, after you finish the game, you kind of enter a new game plus mode where you can go back to any chapter that you want and play it on any difficulty that you'd like. Now, if you play on hard mode, there's supposedly like extra scenes and things like that, so hopefully we're going to find those. So, welcome. We're going to go to... Let's see. So it's supposed to be here in the main menu somewhere. Let's get that out of the way. Sorry about my mouse. System, play log, chapter selection. There it is. Okay. So here we are. So now we can go to any chapter of the game and play through. Now we're going to go from chapter 1, so if you've not played it before, there will be like no weird spoilers or anything. I'll try not to talk too much about what happens further, but I probably will talk about the original game and how some things compare and things like that. So if you're new to the Final Fantasy VII world and lore and story and everything like that, I'll do my best, but just know that I might slip here and there. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. There it is. Hard mode. Change difficulty setting while playing in hard difficulty. You will need to restart the chapter. Proceed. Yes, we are not going to need to restart the chapter because we are champions. We are going to do this, and we are going to look like we've already played it before because we're so good. Just wanted to say thank you, Square Enix, for a wonderful experience. This was it was a wonderful thing to come back to after so many years. I've probably played the original game over 10 times completely through, and started it an ungodly amount of times, and then just fallen off because of other games come out and things. But this was, yeah, I mean, look. Beautiful. I don't want to talk too much during these cutscenes, so if people start talking, trust me, I'll stop. But for those of you that, again, new to Final Fantasy, every Final Fantasy, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way through currently 15, and subsequent sequels and spin-offs, every single number is a completely different story and world. 7 is not a sequel to 6 and the one before it, etc. It's not one long story in one big place. There are like games that mash up characters from different Final Fantasies, but this is Final Fantasy VII is its own standalone world and story, and all of its subsequent spin-offs and games and things. It's just crazy. I just finished the remake last night, and now seeing this cinematic again, You guys are in for a wild ride. I'm just saying. Squash my flower, asshole. So as you can imagine, you will probably see her again. So the soundtrack was completely remastered too, and completely remade by Nobuo Uematsu, and but it has all of the same major musical themes and everything. So that when that bass drops, that was the same iconic drop that happened in the original game. So it's just, for all of us fans, it's just like, oh god, it feels so good.
Get down here, Merc.
There's our boy. Destruction of Reactor 1. Okay. I'm talking.
Halt! Who goes there? Yeah. You're coming with us. Nice, easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
So like most games, you know, it starts out, it's fairly simple. I don't think it's going to show any tutorials, since this is not the first playthrough.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
But I'll do my best to explain what I'm doing, what's happening, combat-wise.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot!
Go ahead. Enough of this.
So as you can see, when you first open the game, you don't have these many abilities and everything. But again, to unlock hard mode, you have to play through the entire game first, and then you get kind of a new game plus status. So you get to keep all of the stuff that you had gained before. If you were starting off for the first time, I believe the only thing you'd have available is Braver and Focused Thrust. But we're a little more.
Let's go.
Drop the weapon!
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
Thanks, guys. But I agree. I think I got
You're
this.
coming with us.
Can't get routed. See ya.
So something that you can do is guard against
Try harder.
bombs and bullets and things.
That it?
We're a higher enough level that we don't have to worry about that. Alright. Okay. Where's those chests? So, like most games, you're always going to kind of want to explore as much of the area as possible. Final Fantasy tends to be a little bit more linear as far as exploration goes, as compared to like big sandbox games like Skyrim, things like that. So as long as you just really explore your full mini-map, you'll pretty much find what you're looking for, or everything that is possible to find. These crates are especially for items. You'll want to break those anytime that you see them when you're running around like this. They don't always
what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Jesse's
Here we go.
crushing a bit.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
Do my damnedest, Wedge. Do my damnedest.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
Oh baby, I'm worth it. I'm so worth it.
Get him, boy!
Guess you're first.
So here we can actually shift into Cloud's Punisher mode, which is you're not able to block projectiles like this, but if a creature tries to melee attack you while guarding, you will immediately counterattack. I'm trying to get this dog to do it. I'm scared. There it is. So it just automatically did that on its own. So just be careful of enemies shooting anything or throwing anything at you, because
You're mine.
you are not able to block in Punisher mode. In Punisher mode, you're able to do a lot more damage.
Looks like you're next. I
But
see
you can see I've taken a lot of
This won't take long.
fire damage. Or, well, gun damage. I've been fired at! Yeah! Got him.
Not bad.
I agree, Cloud. Not bad. Can I not? Can't use items. Interesting. Okay. So some of this is because of hard mode.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! I got
You got it, buddy. Part of hard mode is you have certain restrictions during certain times, and I'm wondering if this is one of those times. I can only heal myself during battle. That's a bit more inconvenient than normal mode. See some boxes over here, so we're gonna go ahead and Moogle medals. We will get to that later. You can actually trade those in for rewards. We'll get to that. So we're gonna try to follow.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Cool. Thanks for leaving it to me, bud. Don't worry, I got you.
Should be easy. Whatever. Enough. Steady. Here we go.
Cure back.
Gotcha. Going in.
So you can kind of stop combat whenever you want. You'll see in the bottom right corner that you have something called an ATB gauge, and most of the time every character that you have has 2 ATB gauges, and as you fight, either get attacked or do attack, this gauge will fill. And having at least 1 bar full opens you up to do abilities like Braver, Focus Thrust, blah blah blah, or spells. Spells you see cost magic, which you see Cloud right here has 78 MP, and if he casts fire right now, it'll cost him 4. But that will also cost him 1 gauge of the ATB bar. You'll also see some abilities cost, like Infinity's End, that costs 2. You want to get your ATB gauge up as much as possible, but you also, it's just part of combat. You don't want to get attacked too much, because then you'll be spending all your ATB on healing yourself, and it's not conducive to combat.
Let's go.
So I need to, on here, I'm going to go to, so you can kind of see, when you normally start the game, you start at level 7. Actually, but again, New Game Plus, I made it to maximum level in this rendition of the remake, which is 50. So we really should have the best go at this, because I did a lot of grinding in my first playthrough. So let's see. So we've got fire materia linked with elemental materia. So elemental materia allows you to, if you have it equipped and attached, and you can see these 2 materia are linked, you add the element of the materia that's attached, so in this case fire, to your weapon. Or if you had it linked in your armor, which is your second row, you would get protection from that element. So all of Cloud's attacks right now have the fire element attached to it. So if there's any weakness in enemies to fire, I get bonus damage because his sword is imbued with fire. So, but he doesn't have any cure materia, and for some reason, we do not have any way to use items. So we're going to put healing materia on, as you can see, doing that. And again, all of my magic materia has already been maxed from my previous playthrough, so hopefully that should be enough. And I'll get to show you that you can actually level up materia in this game, much like you level up characters. And as you level up materia, it unlocks better uses of it. For example, ATB gauge up. So now you can see that Cloud's at about half health. And now I equipped Cure. I now have Cure to use, but if I swipe to the right, I can use Cure, Cura, or Regen. Regen is, if you cast that on yourself, it regenerates health over time, as opposed to just one bout of healing. And then you have Curaga, which is the most powerful heal spell you can cast on a person. We're going to use Cura. I think that should put him up to max, because he doesn't need that much.
Let's try that again.
And it did. Perfect. And we can just keep on killing.
Not bad.
These guys, these Shinra soldiers are having a poor day. So if you haven't figured out what's happening yet, Cloud is helping a group infiltrate a Mako reactor. And you will get more on what exactly that is, but basically this group doesn't like them for several reasons. And the company that runs them, of course, does not want them to be infiltrated or harmed. So that is why we are getting resistance. So Wedge is going to guard the door for us, make sure nobody follows in after us, because he's a bro. High five, Wedge! Nope. Nope. All right, well, let's talk.
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
What a bro. He's a guy. You got it. Catching up. Reactor 1.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
So we're kind of getting a feeling that Cloud at least has an idea of these reactors, or maybe the company that's running them.
I'm watching you.
What is Captain Gunhand's issue? There's some distrust here.
In 3, 2...
Damn,
I'm good.
Yeah, you are good. Good job.
Who's there? Door! Well, wait!
Well,
It's over!
That's my line.
He's alone! We can take him! Make it rain!
use something called Disorder. Disorder is an attack that actually puts you into Punisher mode. So not only can I just change into it, but also
You've got it.
pressure enemies. So too easy. Too easy.
We're back.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
See, why can't you have trust like Jesse has? Mr. Gunhand. Gun for hands. Got a little gun for hands.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Let's see. Are you
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes.
Agreed.
Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
I love boxes. Alright. Anything else in here? Oh, yep, sea chest. I was about to walk right by it.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
You got it.
Security's only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
Hey man, if there were any mistakes, they weren't my fault. Just saying. I am an expert at pressing buttons. Let me tell you. That's why I'm here.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I.
Cloud's a bit broody.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
A life lesson for everyone. Should have asked for more money.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me.
So yeah, you can switch between party members now that we have a couple, and use whoever is most appropriate. As you kind of got from that cutscene, Cloud has a lot more difficulty reaching these high-to-reach places. So we're going to switch over to Captain Gunhand, Mr. Barrett, and use our gun here. Now, these guys are back. We're just going to switch right back to
Do your
Cloud.
job, Merc.
Shut up and move over.
We'll get some monetized. So now they're kind of high, so they're moving all over the place. So we're going to go back to Barrett.
Oh yeah?
I won't use, instead of a Punisher mode, Barrett has something called Overcharge. Overcharge is something that ironically does have to charge up. And once it is charged, it just fires some massive
Ain't got
bullets
nothing on me.
at his target. I'm sure I'm gonna eat my words, but hard mode is currently seeming on the easier side. Let me see if. Yeah, we're on hard. Okay, so just wanted to make sure.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
And sorry for the screen lag from time to time. I'm still fiddling with the different video settings and everything, so just bear with me. It hasn't been unplayable or watchable so far, but I will do my best to stay on target. So we're just dodging the lasers at the moment. See, Captain Gunhand can't even do it. I mean, to be fair, he's a bit beefy. His arms. Gun. Look at that gun. Alright.
You're doing good, soldier.
Ah, no, I missed. That moment when you miss all the boxes. Garbage! Come on, self. Get better.
Come on, then. Pretty easy, right?
So yeah, some of these on the next level will repeat themselves, so you have to give it time to reset. Yep, reset.
Like a walk in the park, huh?
So like most games, you can click your left stick in to sprint, or you can just hold down the R2 button.
Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
That was full of great
We can
one-liners.
take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rushed in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
Ooh, magic. Did I don't think I have. So pretty much all machines in this game are weak to thunder magic. I don't think I have that equipped for this. So we're going to do the old-fashioned, which looks like it's working. So we're going to use Disorder and Punisher mode. So now you see the sweeper is pressured. If you look, every enemy has 2 bars. The top bar is its health, and the bottom bar continues to go up. When that bar fills up, the enemy will become staggered.
No time to complain.
There it is, right there. Boom, staggered. So now all damage done to it is multiplied by 160%. So, and you can see that that bar is going a lot, going down currently too. So it will reset itself, and then it'll go back to normal. All creatures, as far as I'm aware, including bosses, can get this. But different creatures requires different objectives to get them to stagger. Not all of them can just be beaten to death from stagger. So we're gonna finish this guy off. Yada yeet.
What are you, 20-something?
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
What the hell are you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Gotti. Gotti. Kind of getting this feeling that Cloud's like way too cool for school, and that he needs some ibuprofen from that headache. And Barrett's got a lot of spirit. And Jesse just really wants to get in Cloud's pants, I think. But hey, you know, whatever floats your boat.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
You heard it right, folks. We are blowing this reactor up. Blowing it up sky high.
Man, I can practically taste tobacco in here. Hurry it up.
These reactors siphon this resource called Mako.
Sounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
And according to Barrett, Mako is
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
the literal lifeblood of the planet.
Not that way.
I'm sorry.
Down the ladder, dummy.
I'm sorry, Jesse. Jeez, come on, chill.
Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind.
I'm not even gonna get into the innuendo that was. Anyway, yeah. So the reactor is sucking up this supposed lifeblood of the planet. Barrett compared it to like the red blood in us humans. And these reactors are just sucking it out of the ground. And we can only assume that if that keeps happening, the planet will die, whatever that means. So we gotta stop them.
How'd you like that?
You know what? I don't want to go up against a machine again without proper materia. So let's see. I don't think I'm gonna need that. So let's give Barrett the life materia.
You think if we fell in?
Or actually, you know what? Instead of, because I'd rather Cloud. So Cloud's magic attack is a little bit higher, not by much. You can see his is at Barrett's at 220 and Cloud's at 236. I have them built for more physical roles. Barrett's more of like a defender. You can see his armor over towards the right. The Iron Maiden has a defense of 124, but only a magic defense of 20. Same thing. The reason why Cloud's is a lot weaker is only because his has materia slots, whereas Barrett's does not. But I have them built for Cloud maximizing his attack, which you see is 331, where Barrett's is only 265. But I have Barrett's defense a lot higher at 209 as opposed to Cloud's 127. But neither of them are really built for a magical build. But nonetheless, I would rather Cloud, since he's my main attacker. We'll swap the fire out for thunder, or lightning, excuse me. Bada bing. And so now his attacks, like I said earlier, the elemental with the elemental materia, his attacks will now do his physical attacks will now deal lightning damage instead of fire damage. So anything that might have a lightning weakness is going to take extra damage from his physical attacks. So that'll be good. And then so that took his materia away though, so I'm going to put back what was there. Or actually maybe I will give him. Yeah, we're gonna give him barrier materia. Barrier materia is magic that sets up.
We sink right down to the bottom, to the planet's core.
Pumpkin suns back up. So don't worry, kids. If you fall in Mako, the reactor will pull you back up.
Was never in doubt.
Hey, luck up went up. Luck is a sort of catch-all statistic. Like if you go and look, and the reason why I have 2 on Cloud, it's a catch-all, which makes it really important, but not necessary to play the game. Luck kind of governs all of the things that aren't. Everything else that's not governed by like strength, right? Strength is your physical attack, whereas magic is your magic attack. You know, the higher your strength is, the more damage you'll do with physical attacks. The higher your magic is, the more damage you'll do with magic attacks. Vitality is your like defense. The more vitality you have, the more health you will have, as well as like the less damage you will take. Spirit is the same thing, but for magic, like magic defense. Luck is, you know, your how often you will get critical strikes, which are just you know, attacks that do a lot of extra damage. How it also like does the opposite. It prevents other creatures from getting critical strikes on you. That kind of thing. If you were to be If an attack was to fatally wound you, it might save you from being fatally wounded by doing a lot of damage, but not enough to kill you. It governs all sorts of things, kind of like a catch-all. And I like to have that luck stat on my main character, which I do play as Cloud mainly, unless the situation just makes sense for someone else.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Because he has a lot of versatility other than range. A lot of different abilities that can do different things. And I like filling up his ATB gauge the most for his abilities.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job! What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
So what you don't know is you used to have an option between 20 and 30 minutes. I was going to choose 20 anyway, but I guess hard mode takes that option away from you.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
Yeah.
You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell?
Yikes, boys.
Hey, How the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other
I
option.
equipped that. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my god. Okay, hard mode just got hard. Okay, alright. There it is. There it is, everybody. Holy good
you really
lord.
gonna make me deal with this on my own?
Oh,
You got this.
okay, so no mistakes here. So what we're gonna do is Shiva.
Okay.
So it really doesn't matter who we summon. We'll wait to summon, actually. So as you've kind of gotten from gameplay so far is that there's different kinds of materia, right? There was that elemental materia, which was blue. Blue materia typically
Can't see an opening.
blue materia is specifically meant to link up with other materia pressured. Okay, so when they're pressured, you're not doing extra damage yet, but that's when you should really lay into them to get that stagger going. So now that he's up there, I'm actually going to cast Thundaga, which, again, robots are very weak to.
You see the damage that did?
Keep it up.
So anyway, so that. So don't be a part of that. Blue materia is meant to be linked with other materia, and it will provide a new effect. Are you kidding me?
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
So Barret has a lot of extra defense on his own, as well as a lot of health. So I'm going to cast the barrier on Cloud, because he's also up close.
You turn and tail on me, but
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Don't overdo it.
it's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
Bring in the heat. If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us all.
Yes, I
Less
believe...
talking, more shooting.
How about less bit from
It's been a while since I played this boss battle. I believe there is, and I only did it like, or beat it once. I believe there is a spot.
Damn it! This thing is tough!
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant scorpion!
Weak spot. Okay, yeah, there it is. So now there's an extra target.
Fuck on this! Give him hell!
Close. We're gonna...
There! Attack it from the rear!
Aye, soldier boy! Show me what you got!
Soldier boy.
Take the lead.
So when it haps up there, its weak spot is taken away, so I would just guard, because these missiles are really hard to dodge.
Damn pain in the ass!
Overkill. Probably took a lot of damage, but I saw the opportunity. Up in that booty. Show me that scorpion booty.
Damn it. Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you in for it now?
Hit that booty hard and
Just
fast,
shoot.
know what I'm saying? So you can see, you do enough damage, oh lord. Do enough damage to the weak spot, his barrier goes down.
Don't overdo it.
Overcharge. Maximum Fury.
Put your name on it.
Okay.
I'm putting an end to this shit.
Taking over. It's on now.
Oh no, he is pressured. Okay. braver him. So, yeah, he goes into different, depending on how much health he has left, he goes into different stages of combat. Basically, the more you hurt him, the more angry he gets.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Ask me twice. Oh, it hits twice. Oh, God. Get up.
Got some fight left in you. It's wide open.
I got it.
Light it up.
I don't remember if that's normal or if that's hard mode. I don't know, but... So he attacks twice, supposedly, with that, so take cover twice. He's also attacking faster. Anyway, what I was explaining before, or what I'm trying to get to, there's red materia. Red materia is summon materia.
Gotta memorize the attack
patterns. Each character can only have one equipped.
Have fun.
This is the first part of the remake, and they do things like this. Summon creatures to come help you in combat for a certain duration. And you can use your ATB gauges to perform certain attacks. So we will summon ability. We'll do Radiant Plume. Typically the one that costs 2 ATB is the one that does extra damage or bigger area or some kind of extra.
Find an opening.
Unfortunately, I did not buy the Ultimate Edition, but as far as I'm aware, there is not a lightning-based summon, so that wasn't going to be that much of a help.
Gotta heal up.
So we're going to do that again, but we're going to use Barrett's ATB.
Yes,
Let's do this.
All things considered, we're doing pretty well. But we are going to heal up. So here's another thing. If you look...
Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already!
Yep. So it's going to destroy this debris. So while we're waiting, because I can't get a ATB up, right now we'll spend one to So if you look at the bottom right corner, there's another gauge that I haven't talked about yet, which is the limit gauge. This fills up, again, pretty much exclusively as you are attacked. I think it does go up slightly with your own attacks, but mostly it's from being attacked. So not to incentivize, being hit, because that costs a lot of resources to regain health and things, but it is a nice little, payback if you're really getting your ass handed to you. So we're going to use Cloud's limit break, which is his second limit break in the game, called Ascension. I'll show you what that does.
Nothing personal.
It's really pretty to watch.
Military-grade armor and reactor?
You thought he was pissed before?
What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it.
So all of the stuff we've been dealing with before, and now he's healing himself too. Maybe this will hopefully kill him. Big damage, big damage.
Good job. Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. So long. It's down. Rain hell on it.
Oh, we got it.
Tell.
Woo! GG, everybody. GG. GG.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
God, this game is so beautiful.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
It did make our job a lot easier. Now we gotta get the hell out of here. Glad the timer didn't start during the battle. That would have been... Whew. So anyway, so now you've seen... so green materia is your basic magic spell use, like fire and lightning and things. Red is your summon materia to get summons into battle. Break these boxes. You know, don't worry. Don't worry about your self-preservation. Just get the boxes. You can't miss the boxes. Blue materia specifically links up with other materia to make it better or do something different.
That's that.
And purple materia is materia that gives you abilities or gives you bonuses in battle. Everything from luck plus, which just boosts your luck. That's a purple materia. But then there's also like things like deadly dodge, which allows you to attack after you dodge. All of that is purple materia. I'll get into that a little later. This is not good. Don't worry, I was the king of monkey bars.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
There's no way that concrete slab was not like 500 pounds. She's looking, her
Come this
legs
way.
are broken.
This route should lead us straight to Barry.
Also,
Probably.
curious as to how he can pick him up. But you'll probably figure out why later. Not the slab, but why he might be so strong. Between the slab.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
But I need this treasure, the potions, Jesse, the potion. Which regular potions are basically useless with how much health I have at this point. And apparently in hard mode, because I can never use items. What's the point?
We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Okay,
Sorry,
Cloud.
it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Oh, I thought I'm looking at Barrett. I thought I was looking at the fire. I thought it was going to explode. So I know I'm on a time crunch, but again, just trying to explore as much of the environment as you can. You never know what you might miss.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here!
Boy,
Take them down! We don't have time for this shit! It's off!
here's a giant scorpion.
Cool
These
it.
guys.
5 seconds is all orange.
Well, I said that, and then he just mows me down with a barrage of bullets. Yep. Got it.
Yeah.
The others are waiting.
As far as Cloud's abilities go, and you learn, by the way, you learn abilities from various different weapons. Like if you look, again, for my first playthrough, I got a bunch of weapons for everybody. Normally, when you start, that's the iconic Buster Sword, right? And you, of course, you start this game with that. But throughout the game, you get more weapons for him. Hard Edge is what I'm using. It does, after upgrades and everything, it does the most base physical attack damage. So that's why I use it. But anyway, each weapon that you find for every character has its own unique ability, and if you equip it, and you can only use it if you equip it, equip that weapon. But if you use the ability enough under certain circumstances, you can learn it permanently for the character. That's how Cloud has so many different abilities, because I've taken the time to learn these specific abilities from each weapon of his. I'm ready for it this time. Let's see what happens if we actually cast Thundaga, which is the highest damaging thunder spell. Not as much as I'd like, but it definitely took out easily 25% of his health. So obviously I am fighting this guy at maximum level with way more materia and upgrades and things than you get at first start the game, and he's still not dying super easily. So hard mode has officially begun, everyone. Oh my god, it's just weird because when we started, it wasn't this difficult, or at least the enemies weren't doing this much. Let's see. Maybe I've just gotten worse through this playthrough. There it is. So we're gonna use Braver. Keep it up. Is gonna use Focused Shot. Boom.
That it?
So Barrett has two abilities: Focused Shot and Maximum Fury. Focused Shot is a big ball of damage that he fires, and Maximum Fury is just a hail of bullets for an extended period of time that are more powerful and faster than his normal attack. Both of those abilities, you can use one ATB gauge or two, but of course if you use two ATB gauges to cast it, it will do more damage or extended damage. For example, you see right now both Focus Shot and Maximum Fury are able to be used, and it only costs one. But if I get it to... that's not going to get it. Oh, trust me though, if you go back, you'll see it. So we're ripping back through here. The lasers aren't even on. Scorpion probably took care of that too. Got plenty of time to just open boxes. No presents Shinra left for me. Shinra is, by the way, if you haven't caught on to that, the name of the company that runs and operates and owns. So this guy's melee attacking, so we're gonna see if we can counter attack. I also have something called counter stance, which allows me to do the same thing, but even better. He has to attack in a certain time Nice.
I could have done that on my own.
Nice.
Sure you could.
Did I come this way? I always get turned around. I'm sorry, guys. Wish these boxes were open.
Give me a break.
These guys are fancy because they can dodge as well. We're gonna take care of these guys over here. Hello? I got it. Ah! Get off of me! Ah!
Steady.
There we go.
Take care of those things before you bleed out.
Let's finish this. I see you.
They're dead. Fine. Now we'll cure ourselves.
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn.
So typically there are items called ethers that refill your mana, and I have been a lot more liberal with my not mana, but your MP. And normally I've just been using magic pretty liberally, and then just refueling it with ethers. But if I can't use items, I don't know. I'm gonna have to really ration out my magic use. Wasn't as grand as I was hoping for.
Sir.
That's what we have to look forward to in Smart Ones.
Come on.
hack the system to reopen the doors? Oh my god. You keep getting
Can you
hit.
walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
Hey, we did it, everybody. Chapter 1 completed. Good job. Good job. I'm proud of all of you. So I'll probably just go ahead and stop this first part here. I'll probably do this. Let's see this first.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh. Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Let's head back towards the destruction.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open.
No? Alright. So we will pause here, save our game, and we'll come back to this another time. So thank you guys again. We'll start a new one just so we can keep up with it. Hopefully it'll say Chapter 2. Thank you again for watching this video with me and coming along this journey. I will be doing more videos. If certain chapters do tend to be a little longer, I will probably break them up in little bits because I don't want to make these videos too long. But just go ahead and put a like, and if you're really enjoying it, subscribe to my channel. I'm definitely going to play through this whole game and put this on here. And maybe in the future we'll get some other games in here to the YouTube gaming community. I'll take, or maybe even not. I'll take any kind of like constructive criticism in the comments, or message me or whatever. But all you trolls can do what you will. I'm whatever. But I'll come at you if you don't. Just kidding. But anyway, seriously, liked it or not, I'm just glad that you were all here to share this experience with me. I look forward to doing this again. This is the Moldy Donut signing off, and I will see you. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.